The Department of Petroleum Resources (DPR) in charge of Southeast Zone in Owerri has sealed 3 filling stations in the state for defaulting the rules and regulations guiding the establishment of filling stations in the country. Speaking in Owerri during an awareness campaign, the Acting Controller, Department of Petroleum Resources Southeast Zone, Aguda Taiwo, said the filling station were sealed due to under-dispensing of premium motor spirit, non-operational license and poor housekeeping. Our correspondent Joseph Oliver has details in this report. It's a day to check the activities of the filling station operators in Owerri by the Department of Petroleum Resources in charge of the Southeast Zone for safety-conscious and adequate delivery of premium motor spirit. The Department of Petroleum Resources, which is in charge of regulating the activities of the independent marketers, said they are out on their surveillance campaign to ensure total compliance to government regulations by independent marketers. Speaking during the sealing of some filling stations, the acting controller, Aguda Taiwo, expressed total dissatisfaction over the poor housekeep of some filling stations.
What we have just done right now is to get these filling stations sealed for very, very poor housekeeping. And like I said earlier, we can see for ourselves that this place is poorly kept, and so for that reason we have sealed the station and we have issued them a letter. Let them come to the office, and like I said, there is a construction going on here which is not allowed. Ordinarily they should have a fence covering the place, but you can see that they are building it, they're having a building which is wrong. You can also see that some broken down vehicles are right inside here being worked on. That is also very, very wrong. And then we also made an observation by seeing that add-on ordinarily is not supposed to be caged. Somebody would go in there to dispense, to sell gas. What if a fire erupts? What's going to happen to the fate of the person? So these are all of the things that we have observed in this particular station, and we feel that it is deemed to be sealed.
The officers also moved to other filling stations which had been operating over the years without operational license. It was also discovered that a station had no safety measures in the case of fire outbreak.
And then in the process of this media campaign, we discovered that NJ Achor filling station, where we are presently, does not have a license to operate. At least as far as we know, the person representing the station, the marketer, claims that the license is with the CEO, the director, so to speak, and that does not work with us. We have time and time over informed the marketers that they can keep the originals of their licenses or whatever, but at least photocopy of the license should be kept at the station, so that when our people come around, they will be able to see that they are licensed. And so, from our findings now, it appears that this station does not have a license to operate.
It was also discovered that some filling stations sell below the stipulated pump price of 145 naira per litre. They therefore expressed a dissatisfaction with the management.
Measurements of the pumps. That's the accuracy of delivery of the pumps. We check the safety in place that's required, that in case of any emergency, they can actually contain the fire or anything. Then we look at the environment. From what I'm seeing, it's very, very good housekeeping here, which is part of the things we check. And we check their delivery, that is supplies, and to know whether they are actually getting the volume that they are supposed to get. And these are our primary reasons for coming here, and it is to ensure compliance totally to DPR guidelines and rules.
Your impression, sir?
Our impression of this place is this place is the standard we need.
With this surveillance awareness by the Department of Petroleum Resources in Owerri, it's hoped that the filling station operators will start living up to the expectation.